Allah alhayna wa yahaw ba shim yahaw sha'a ma shiya wa malaki na shim hawa wa kura shi wa ton wa ba ban ya shi the honor to the prophet building this great millstone teachers daily to the man out there teaching them like right down from the city shop world. So I think today we get into this video. Now I'm sure that you all seen the missing submarine this week. And off the hop, we told y'all it was a distraction, right? And now you're gonna see what you are being distracted from. Because every time they put a distraction out in front of you and it gets round the clock news coverage, that lets you know it's a psyop and a distraction. If they just keep putting it in the news, keep putting it all over the internet, just keep putting it in your face, putting it in your face. That's a distraction and a psyop. We told y'all. Now let's go ahead and get into the video real quick. But we can start with this scripture right here. This book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like the iron rusted swords his wickedness. So this man ain't gonna never change for the better, like you 2/3 hope. If he's changing for the worse. So let's go ahead and get this video real quick. This my man right here. He gonna basically sum it up what happened.
This got to be some of the stupidest shit a motherfucker done did all 2023. Let me tell you why this Bob the stupidest shit a motherfucker gonna do in 2023. Cause this shit got fucked up and all the way around. Let me tell you how. First off, you stupid motherfuckers pay $250,000 to go down and have a motherfucking tour that all y'all ain't got a motherfucking wonder to look out of. If I pay $250,000, I better at least have my own wonder. That's the first fuck up. Second fuck up. Why in the fuck would you pay $250,000 to go in a motherfucking submarine to go see something that been down there before you, your mammy, your pappy, all them bitches been here? Why? White people do the most darn shit with money. I swear to God, you couldn't pay a nigga to get up on there. That's why it wasn't enough niggas up on there. A nigga might get some money, he might fuck up some money, but that nigga ain't fucking up no money like that. Second fuck up, why the hell y'all ass up in a goddamn tin can, a goddamn barrel, a motherfucking Mountain Dew can? That's a goddamn milkshake turned sideways. And y'all put y'all life in the jeopardy of that shit. And it couldn't be me, because the moment that the shit started to go left, I would have looked at the goddamn motherfucker that made it and asked him, you ain't think if shit went left, which it did, what the fuck we was gonna do? I can keep going with the fuck ups that they've been fucking up, but this is the number one that tops the cake. You let a motherfucker drive with this. What the fuck? Do you think you on Call of Duty? This ain't no motherfucking Call. This is real life. You let somebody do Chicos to bag your ass up, to get y'all in the water. And you think y'all really thought one shit gonna go wrong?
Okay. Let's come out of this. I got another one for you. Check this out.
This bullshit right here is the motherfucking Titan. It's a submarine to take tourists to see the Titanic. It is 22 feet long and it can hold up to 5 people. But you gotta pay the CEO $250,000 a piece, and this motherfucker was considered a fraud because these people paid this man over $200,000 to see the Titanic, and he ran off on their ass. Oh, I know a scam when I see one, cause this dude wasn't shit from the start. And look what he controlled this motherfucking with, a motherfucking Dreamcast controller. On Amazon, that bitch go for $30 and less. And it take AAA batteries, yeah, the skinny kind. And of course, only rich people can afford this shit, now they all missing. And the Titanic is 12,500 feet deep in that motherfucker. After an hour going under, they fucking lose connection. Best believe I had a top 10 strongest thumb in the fucking world, cause I be in that bitch pressing triangle like a motherfucker. Now them folks done paid all that damn money to go to motherfucking Glove World, If I was down there, we would have been run out of oxygen. Cause the whole time, I would have been whipping dude ass. I would have been thinking about the shit that used to be here, that might still be here. This bullshit right here, it's the motherfucking Titan.
Oh, gee. Oh, man. Now, they did point out some obvious discrepancies, I would say, that should have been a red flag to you people that this was not real. But that's what they do. They get the world wrapped up in it, and they just keep putting it on the news, putting it on the news. And you know, Jake gonna take it and run with it. Oh man, with a PlayStation 4 controller with a cheat code, man, Jake stupid. All right, let's get some scriptures, man. This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 7. The instruments of the churl, which is the mean spirited person, are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right. Now, I'm about to show y'all what you are being distracted from. So get ready for I just say this, get ready for lab grown meat. Like that, the chicken flavor. It's that noise. Now let's go to this video. This is what you were distracted from.
While Americans have been distracted by a rich guy who got lost in a submarine, quietly in the shadows, U.S. regulators approved the sale of synthetic lab-grown meat to the American public. This is not a parody. This is not a joke. Let's get into it. In this article from the Associated Press titled, U.S. Approves Nation's First Lab-Grown Meat, Chicken Made from Animal Cells, it talks about how 2 California companies got the approval to sell this shit to us. So I'm thinking to myself, who could be that powerful to convince U.S. regulators to sell us synthetic, lab-grown meat? And it's none other than our good buddy, Billy Boy Blue, who's been the primary investor in companies that are trying out different synthetic meats for us to enjoy. He's also one of the majority shareholders in Impossible Meats. So I'm thinking, this guy's just a computer wizard. He's not a nutritionist. He's not a scientist. Could he be?
He's not even a computer wizard because he stole the blueprint to make Microsoft computers. He was not computer savvy at all. He just had a plug. He just knew the right people for one. Number two, his grandmama was Margaret Sanger, the lady who came up with Planned Parenthood to take out all the Israelites. Yeah, that's his grandmama. So he was plugged in from an early age to do wickedness, especially against the Israelites. Now, I wouldn't trust this chicken. I wouldn't trust nothing synthetic from Bill Gates. This man has already said that he's hell bent for depopulation. This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 7. Go from the presence of a foolish man without receiving not in him the lips of knowledge. So they're gonna try to talk this thing, they're gonna try to repackage and sell it to you like it's a good thing. But no, man. You don't want no lab grown meat. Psalms chapter 73, verse 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world, they increase in riches. And they talk about they selling this chicken to the restaurants because the average people can't afford it. I don't want to afford no fake chicken. What kind of shit? How is the fake chicken more expensive than the real chicken? I don't understand that at all. Psalm chapter 52, verse 3, thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than speak righteousness a lot. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 17, he that is angry dealeth foolishly, and a man of wicked devices is hated. All these are wicked devices. And Bill Gates is hated all over the world. He can't stay out of Africa with the needles, and now he's trying to give you fake chicken. Psalm chapter 94, verse 20, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law. This is all mischief. Now, it might not be a law, but this is mischief. You don't have to buy this. First Timothy chapter 6, verse 20, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called. See, they're gonna try to put this under science. Don't fall for it. Sirach chapter 14, verse 17. And if he do it good, he do it unwillingly. And at the last, he would declare his wickedness. So he claimed that he doing this for mankind. You know how they try to sell it to you. And I ain't no telling what's in that chicken, man. Ah, this spiritual right here. This is spiritual. Check this out. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 3. Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meats. And that's spot on right there. They are deceitful meats. It's not real chicken. Job chapter 13, verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. Doctrine means to falsify. It's faith. Let's go.
After consolidating the food supply? I don't know. But what I do know is that Bill Gates is the largest private farmland owner in the United States. Not Jimbo, who comes from a long line of farmers, a tech billionaire. And you know what he's doing with this land? Nothing. Everything that was once growing on it. America, you should be very, very concerned right now.
Yeah, you should. Because we told y'all he's buying up all the farmland. Not because he's going to use it, because he doesn't want you to have it. Now, y'all remember a year or so, maybe more longer than that ago, when they killed all them chickens. And then right after that, now this man coming with fake chicken. They don't want you to grow your own food. They want you to be dependent on them. They want you to get down on your knees and beg them. That's how Esau is. Let me see if I can find the scripture. Let me see. Here go one. This is Psalm chapter 10, verse 3. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. See, they think that just because they winning right now, the Lord is on their team. No, he's not. He's setting you up for the fall, fool. Ecclesiastes chapter 14, verse 9. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drives up his soul. True. That's not the one I was looking for. So, hold up. I think I know. Let me see if this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 10, verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? Check this out. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Bill Gates. For such an one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. He don't know that he's bringing destruction to himself. But the proud, they can't see past their greed. So, let them catch them off guard and slap shit out of them. Let's go.
Now, with what is going on in the background while they keep flashing this billionaire who got lost in a submarine for the past few days, nonstop. Do you know that they just caught 123 people on the terrorist watch list trying to cross the border in Mexico? Something big is coming, or else all of the media networks wouldn't have agreed to show us this bullshit while our country is falling apart.
Y'all saw that? It said brought to you by BlackRock. You know who BlackRock is, right? BlackRock is that secret organization that owns everything. And you know who's in it, them Amalekites. Now let's get some more scriptures. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Let Satan get an advantage of us. We're not ignorant of his devices. We told y'all this was a psyop / distraction as soon as they started flashing it on TV. And he made a good point. He was like, all the major news networks started flashing this at the same time. That's a red flag that this is a psyop. Psalm chapter 7, verse 4. Behold, he travaileth in iniquity, he have conceived mischief, and he have brought forth falsehood, lies. Let's keep going. Sirach chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He's selling his fake chicken to his own people. He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Now they claim this chicken safe. I don't know. No. The Lord didn't create it. I ain't dealing with it. And they're gonna try to tell you that it's safe, just like the jab. Y'all remember that, right? 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3, for when they say peace and safety, then certain destruction cometh upon them that travail upon a woman with child, they shall not escape. So when they tell you something safe, you better run like hell. Let's keep going. First, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come the fall away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Perdition means chaos, anarchy. And the wicked are revealing themselves with this fake chicken, with all these lies. I mean, it's just son of perdition is revealing himself. Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. See his policies. Kill all the real chickens and sell them fake chickens. That way you got to be dependent on them. That's what they want. And if you don't do what they say, You don't eat. You don't even have to break no laws with Edomites. All they got to do is get in their feelings about you, and they'll treat you just like a criminal or worse. That's all it takes for Esau, because he lives in his feelings. That's what makes him weak. Sirach chapter 2, verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, America. And through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Sirach chapter 41, verse 8. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High Yahweh. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, not wherein who is he. Let's keep going. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Yes, they hate him. We all do. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 16. An enemy speaking sweetly with his lips every time they stand up behind a podium. But in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And we're in the process of that right now. Psalm chapter 73, verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Bill Gates can go anywhere he wants to on this planet and do whatever he wants to. And that's a fact, because y'all remember he was in Africa. They had to kick him out of Africa because he was going needle crazy, stabbing, jabbing everybody with needles, claiming it was for their good, but he was giving them diseases, man. And didn't even tell them. That's wicked. That's the spirit right here, Psalm chapter 58, verse 2. Yet in heart ye work wickedness, ye work the violence of your hands in the earth. Violence don't have to come from a gun. It come from them needles too. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbor, and he is not. Because he's the one doing the spoiling. Spoiling means rob. That's why all his secrets are coming out now, because the Lord has made Esau bare. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 29. The people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery and have vexed the poor and needy. Yeah, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully. This is a form of oppression. Why, you say? Because they're destroying all the real chickens and they're giving you fake chickens. And if you don't do what they say, you ain't gonna eat. That's oppression. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Luke chapter 8, verse 17, red letter. This is Yahweh Shah speaking. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known to come abroad. All these secrets coming out. That's why they move. That's why they speeding up, because they know that they have but a short time. Revelation chapter 12, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. This is unjust. And then if they catch you with real chickens, they gonna, like the last time, out of what, 2, 3 million chickens, I think 2 of them they claim had some type of bird disease. So they slaughtered them all. Esau, I mean, the phrase unfit to rule is an understatement, dude. You don't need to be nowhere near anything living because death follows you. You're cursed like that. Death follows you everywhere you go. You get in your feelings, something or somebody's gonna die, and nobody's gonna go to jail. So how's that just? How's that righteous? So all it takes your weak ass to get in your feelings. Job chapter 15, verse 35, they conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepareth mischief. That is very mischievous. But that's Esau, that's how he's created. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. This is insane. But let lying ass Esau tell it, it's science. See what I'm saying? Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Verse 5. Yet also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. That's why they had to kick his ass out of Africa. Who enlarges his desire as hell, bind up all the land, and is as deaf everywhere he goes, and cannot be satisfied. Everything ain't enough. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. See, same playbook. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. They call the fake chicken good. Real chicken is evil. That's how they're gonna try to spin it. Watch. They're gonna claim something wrong with the real chicken, so we giving you this fake chicken. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20, let's start over. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light, light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, sweet for bitter. And they do that in everything they do. Look at all these rappers running around because they proud. They say that's a good thing. And that's why Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. Now, it's like when they first kicked off Pride Week, or Pride Month rather, they was hanging the flag from the White House. You had 2 United States flags on the left and on the right, and in the middle, you had the rainbow flag. To me, that was an official declaration that the United States is officially Sodom and Gomorrah. So these are not Americans to me no more. These are Sodomites. Verse 21, Isaiah chapter 5. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Can't tell Bill Gates nothing now because he's prudent in his own sight. He know everything. He got the big head. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 16. But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness. And what is those vain, profane babblings? Freestyle and science, or freestyle and lies. Ooh, freestyle and lies, and they call it science. That's profane and vain babblings. And y'all still gonna trust it, but this is not true. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. Don't trust Esau either. And making flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord Yahweh. Let's get to Sirach chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. Meaning, if you got a messed up president, you're gonna have messed up, his administration gonna be messed up. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. You're gonna have citizens messed up. And where Bill Gates falls in this line, he's one of you can consider him part of the government because he can basically do whatever he want to do. So he falls in here as the judge of the people, as the judge of the people as himself, and so are his officers. He might as well be an officer because he's forwarding the agenda of the elite. Just like Joe Biden. If y'all ain't realized he done sold y'all out by now, see, you still got some fools that's gonna vote for him again. They ain't learned their lesson yet. See, this their ultimate. This is the biggest wish on their wish list. They want to be the Lord. They want to be God because they got a God complex. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. Whoso opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahweh, or that is worshipped, so that he as Yahweh sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is Yahweh. And then he always going back and messing up stuff. In the book of Genesis, when the Lord in the Alahayim created everything, what did the Lord say? It was good. Meaning it was perfect, just the way he wanted. What did Esau do? He went back and changed everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. He got seedless fruit. He got lab-grown meat. And he said it's good. But what the scriptures say, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Psalm chapter 73, verse 6. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment. This is a form of violence. When you slaughtering good chickens for no reason, and then come out with this bullshit. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Think tanks, up all night, 24 hours, thinking of wickedness to do. Well, thinking about how to get away with the wickedness, I would say. Verse 2. And they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. You can't eat real chicken around Esau. He gonna feel some kind of way. Because he ain't making no money off of you selling you his fake chicken. He got to go. Psalm chapter 28, verse 3. Draw me not away with the wicked, and with the workers of iniquity which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Edomites. Always playing that role. Like they Mr. Innocent, Mr. Victim, Mr. Ain't do nothing. But then you end up on the news because you did something. Just a born liar, dude. Psalm chapter 73, verse 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. Bill Gates and those just like him. They got so much shit they don't know what to do with it. They got so much money they don't know what to do with it. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 16. A wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rageth and is confident. Bill Gates. That's a fool because he believes, along with the other fools in the little fool club that think all this wickedness, they actually gonna get away with it. They actually believe this. How delusional can you be? That delusional. James chapter 1, verse 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Esau is. We get close points then made. But we told y'all off the hop when I first seen it. Like, man, this is a distraction all day because they keep pumping it in the news, 24-hour news coverage. Even if this was real, what dumbass would seal themselves up in a submarine? You can't even get out. You okay, the 5 men got in the submarine, right? And they sealed it from the outside. No windows. With a game controller as a steering wheel and a touchscreen computer. Come on, man. Are y'all that simple? Y'all actually believe this shit? But I guess it is something that there are out there that's just that simple. Matter of fact, let me get in the scripture, man. It's in Proverbs chapter 14. I just want to ask you, Dave, when is common sense gonna kick in? Hmm? Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well toward his going. Verse 18. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. Y'all keep on believing Esau lies. You're gonna end up in a FEMA camp with a chip in your hand, waiting to be destroyed. Keep on trusting him. And we can close with this one. This is Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin on the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to doing evil. Meaning, If an Ethiopian can change the color of his skin and a leopard can change his spots, that means Esau can do good. Now we know these are impossible to do for the Ethiopian and the leopard. So Esau is not going to change. Matter of fact, he's waxing worse and worse. He's being what he was created to be. It's only you people who are the problem that believes his lies and his psyops. Y'all giving him gas to keep going. I mean, it's all Yahweh Ratazah. But y'all ain't doing nothing to help your own situation. As long as it doesn't affect your everyday life, you can care less. But guess what? It's about to affect your everyday life. When this digital currency is right around the corner, World War III is right around the corner. Jacob's trouble is right around the corner. Blackouts, scrambling for food, total chaos in the street, martial law. All this is right around the corner. And then they're gonna make you get down on your knees and beg for the fake chicken. Don't say we didn't tell you. Call on Allah. How now with your how about Shim how shot how much yacht while Malaki about Shim how rock country for what about the ball of Yashrella.